Hi Capricorn, welcome back to my channel. This is Goddess of Light Tarot, getting ready to do your mid-month reading. I'm not going to do too much talking just because I want to get right into your reading. I do apologize for them being late. Kind of got caught up with getting my son ready for back to school, so that's why they're a little bit later than I anticipated. Alright Capricorn, so this is going to be for Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus Capricorn. This is intended to be a love reading. We will see what comes out. Alright, we have the Nine of Coins here, so could be wanting to kind of be in your element and enjoy life, go on a vacation, something like that, which is totally understandable at this time of year. It's very stressful. Kids go back to school. They need a lot of stuff. So, yeah, Ten of Coins, all about the family, all about the family finances, you know, paying for this, paying for that. All right, Capricorn, what is Capricorn's messages for love for the end of August? What is the... I just finished doing Leos, and Leos was very financial heavy. So for those that are in like committed relationships, marriages, I do know that financial issues can become a very big stressor in a relationship. Try to find ways to discuss it without it becoming like a, you know, war of the worlds kind of thing. All right. I'm also using, of course, my lovely Doreen Virtue, I'm sorry, Love Angel cards. But I'm also using another deck of hers called the Butterfly Oracle cards for life changes. It's for some extra messages. So what is my messages for Capricorn? What are my messages for Capricorn? What are my messages for Capricorn for the end of August? Messages for Capricorn. Okay, let your friends help you. That's a message. Again, with the stress of life, if you have children, let your friends help you. Ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to take time for yourself because it can help your partnership exponentially. If you go ahead and, you know, get a babysitter, you know, call their grandparents to get them, or whatever makes sense for you in your personal situation. Don't feel stuck. And to that point, we have the overall energy is the Eight of Swords, okay, Capricorn? So you are feeling stuck in some type of way. All right. Oh, very much so. We have the Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords is about indecision. So you may be needing to make a decision about a relationship. You may want things to be fair and just, and they may not feel that way right now. Definitely can feel, it does seem like there's a lot of that going on in terms of the readings I've done just now prior. There's a lot of indecision. You may need to have a conversation with someone, possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You may also have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius child that you're just having a really, you know, to butt heads with, and it's not going the way that you want to. The communication is not going the way you want it to. All right, we have the Seven of Coins. So again, it does seem like things that are being invested, seeds that are being sown, things, the day-to-day, you know, grind, it seems to be kind of the energy that I'm getting. And it does seem like there's some stuff that needs to be dealt with that's not getting dealt with. Yeah, we have the Four of Coins. Leo had a very similar reading, so you may be dealing with a Leo. But Leo, Capricorn, it does look as if you are trying to invest financially, and it may be that things aren't going the way that you want them to go. Like I said, I got that heavy energy. It's not a heavy energy, but I got the energy heavy that this is like for somebody who's kind of going through a lot of the changes that the day-to-day like grind changes, not like major life changes. I have yet to see the Tower. Doesn't mean that it's not in here, but I've yet to see that kind of energy. I'm seeing more of a, you know, how do we pay these bills? When is this due? You know, I thought you were going to have that $50. We need to invest in this. The kids need this, da, 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 da. And when you have that kind of energy, it can come, you can start to talk to each other with a little bit of harshness, and this is harsh communication, Page of Swords. So, or just having to talk about something that is kind of negative. Okay, so we have death here. So this is why I was saying, let me catch myself before I say that this is just kind of the day-to-day grind. So there's a major ending. There's something that is needing to be released. So with the 7 of Earth and the 4 of Earth, I do think that this is something, maybe a relationship, maybe a job that you've been at for a long time. 7 of Earth is all about investment. Investing, sowing seeds, something that you've put a lot of time and energy into, and you may not want to let it go. But with the 4 of coin, we have the Death card. So Spirit is telling you to go ahead and let it go. Whatever it is. Whatever you're holding back on saying, whatever you're holding on to, period, it's time to let it go. Alright, we have the King of Earth. So this could be you, Capricorn, but the reality is that there is something that is coming to an end that you are having a hard time with. It's causing you a lot of conflict mentally. It's causing you to feel like there's, this stalemate. 2 of Swords and the 4 of coin are definite energies of, I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit here. And Spirit is calling for you to release. Spirit is calling for you to let it go. Whatever it is that you're holding on to, go ahead and let it go. It could be a grudge. It could be anger. It could be resentment. But go ahead and let it go. All right? Yeah, move forward. Definitely could be dealing with Leo, Sag, or Aries. Very heavy. Yeah, and we have the 3 of Swords here as well. So, as I was saying, there is this feeling of, if you're holding on to a relationship, if you're holding on to a job, if you're holding on to anything that is causing you pain, it is time to move forward. It is time to release. If that means that you have to have an uncomfortable conversation with somebody, that's what is just. That is what is fair. That is what you need to be doing. That is the right decision for you. That's why justice is here. So I am seeing this feeling of, okay, I don't know what to do, or I don't know how to move forward. Spirit is saying, release. That is how you move forward. Don't stay stuck in 2 of Swords. Don't stay stuck in 4 of coin. Yes, you invested. You could have invested 7 months, 7 years into this relationship, but it's time to move on. That is what I'm getting. It's time to move on. The Death card comes in kind of, with justice and death. This could also be a divorce, but it just feels like something is coming to a final end, and whatever you need to do to get it to that point, go ahead and do it. Don't stay stuck because you're fearing. Earth signs are beautiful signs, but one of the challenges can be with some earth signs is moving forward and letting go, because you guys are so attached to the here and now, the tangible, see, taste, touch. It can be hard to just kind of embody this Knight of Wands energy and move forward when everything in you is telling you to stay where you are, because it's safe. It's unhappy as hell. You're unhappy, but you're safe. So you feel like, I can stay where I am and stay in stagnation because this is something I invested in. But in the long-term scheme of things, Spirit is telling you to leave it behind. There's something better for you. The overall energy being the 8 of Swords is the same thing. That stuck energy of feeling like, because you've invested in something, that it's still somewhere you need to be. And that's not what I'm getting from Spirit. Spirit is saying, go ahead and move on. It's time to move on. Don't fear, don't hold on so tightly. Don't fear this change. Embrace it. Embrace it. Move forward. Make an action level decision to move forward, because you don't have to stay in the 3 of Swords energy. In terms of a relationship, like I said, I do see this could possibly be a divorce for some of you. It could be a breakup for others, but it definitely is something that needs to become in balance for your best good. Okay? So we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So if you needed to tell an ex that you were moving on, you need to have that conversation. If you need to have a conversation with your kids about moving on to, that's something that you need to do. And it's okay, engagement. So you may be moving on. That's what I'm getting heavy. You may be moving on to another partner. You may be moving on to another relationship. You may be finalizing a divorce, and you're having to have those hard conversations and you're avoiding it. You're avoiding it because you don't want to hurt anyone. You don't want to make, issues. But the reality is your life is moving forward. Knight of Wands. You're getting to a better place, and that's beautiful. And I think that whatever hurt is in the past, it's okay for you to embrace this happy new beginning, okay? The feelings are real. It's worth exploring. It can lead to something, major and commitment. So don't be afraid to take that step and leave the past behind. And don't be fearful of other people's opinions either in you doing so. All right. Keep the faith. So keep the faith. Things are moving forward for you. Things are getting better for you. But the reality is, you have to be able to feel confident in the fact that you're making the right decisions for yourself. Because with those oracle cards, I definitely see there's this trepidation or fear that you are not doing what's best for you. But the oracle cards say that you are. The oracle cards say that you are doing what's best for you, and what's in your future is better than what's in your past. All right. So the Keep the Faith card says some of the changes you've been experiencing have been challenging, and this card urges you to keep faith in divine intervention and positive outcomes. After all, lapsing into pessimism won't help the situation. Faith comes in many forms, such as reconnecting with God through prayer, or reviewing all the times when everything worked out for the best. Faith is an inner knowing that your experiences are purposeful and that you'll have an happy ending, which is true. Which is funny that it said that, because I would have said that anyway. Because look at this. Engagement and romantic feelings. So if you're trying to date after a divorce, if you are, trying to kind of move forward, understand that you're on the right path. Keep the faith and know that you are doing what is best for you. Go ahead and end whatever needs to be ended and make peace. That is a big thing that I tell people, because letting go is difficult. Change is difficult, but if you fight it, you cause yourself more pain and distress, because you have no idea what's on the other side of letting go. You holding on so tight, and honestly, what is in front of you could be 10 times better than what's behind you, but you don't know that because you're refusing to let go. So my advice to you is let go, because there are beautiful, beautiful things in your future. Okay, Capricorn? I wish you guys the best, and I'll see you in September.